Hey Salty Beauties, this is my second makeup tutorial. So the look I'm doing today was requested by one of our viewers that do a bridal type look. So hope you guys like it. So here we go. I'll see you guys at the end. Bye. Alright, so I've already done this eye and we're going to go ahead and get started. I already primed and did my eyebrows and foundation and everything like that. I'm going to use Eggplant on the lid. Looks like that. Eggplant is just a very light purpley. My mom made this color. I don't like eggplants, but she likes eggplants a lot, so I guess that's why she named it Eggplant. So you're just going to push the eggplant all over the bottom half of the lid. Just like that. You see it? And you want to bring it up just a little bit over the crease. And then I also, what's left over on the brush, I take it and bring it down on the bottom. Whatever you do to the top, you want to do at the bottom, just because to make it all uniform. I just like that, the way it looks that way. So next, that was Eggplant. So next we're going to go to Brazilliant. Brazilliant is a brown, so I want to say it's a brown, but it is a bronzy. It's a brown bronze. Lacey made this one. It is very, very popular. It literally goes on everybody's skin tone. And it's just a very neutral color. You can use it alone. You can use it as a crease color. I mean, it's just, I tend to use it a lot for things. So you want to take a fluffy brush that looks like that. And I usually just use what's on the lids. I mean, I try not to dip too much into the actual product. So that way you're not overloading the brush and getting a lot of fallout. So you're just going to start here on the outside corner, right there. And you're just going to push it into the corner there. And then you're going to start bringing it in. Bringing it in. Once you push it into that corner, you can kind of start bringing it up and in and get a good crease color going. You guys see that? Now I use the eggplant and stuff on my doing this look just because I like the way purples look good against my eye color. If I was doing this for a bride that had blue eyes or a lighter skin tone, I could still get away with this eggplant color, but I would probably do a peachier base instead of eggplant just because the peachier base looks better against blue eyes. And you want to warm up their skin tone a little bit more, or their eye color, I mean. So there, you should have a good crease color. And like I said earlier, you want to bring the same color down underneath the eye. So I just go back in and use the same brush and just I mean, you're not looking for a perfect line, you're just looking to bring a shadow down. So now we're going to go up and highlight the brow bone. And of course, every time I do a wedding, I love to use Little Wedding Chapel as the highlight color. Just because it's festive. I mean, it's a little wedding chapel. That's why I made it. It's for a wedding. Okay. So like I said, we're going to do this brow bone here, and then we're also going to put it in that inner corner there. Let's start right here since I want the most concentrated color right there in the inner corner. You see that? How it's starting to brighten the inner corner there. So yeah, you just get an little angled brush I really like this brush. So you just push it there in the inner corner, and I'm just going to kind of drag it towards the center just to blend those two, the eggplant, together. So now you have this pop of light right there, and then it'll bring attention to the inner corner there and brighten your eye area up. You guys see that? And you should do this with any look. Any look you want to put a pop of something lighter than what you used on the rest of your eyeshadow, just to put I like the whites, or the Glamazoid that we have is probably the best one to use, just because it's got that violet pinky tone and it's just subtle enough just to give you a subtle pop of color and brightness. Just be careful not to get it in your eyebrows. If you do, just go back in with the brow color you used and just touch it up, because I always get it in my brow bone, as careful as I try to be. So I'm gonna go back in with this fluffy, well, it's not fluffy, it's a flat, I like the flat heads to go back and blend. It's fluffy, but it's a flatter head than these other fluffy brush. And then you just go back in, and right where you put the highlighter, I kind of drag it down just a little bit. And then I go back in and just do like a windshield wiper type of motion. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled brush that looks like this, and I'm going to wet it, and I'm going to use the Brazilliant again. I'm going to make a little paste with the Brazilliant on the top of the lid there. And I'm just going to make it into a paste enough that I can line the lower and bottom lashes. I don't want to use anything too dark or like black, because it's just, I think it's too intense for a wedding look, black eyeliner. Plus, you're going to be crying and all that stuff, so you want something that's going to be forgiving. Now, I'm going to go in and use some black, but it's not going to be too intense. It's just going to be a darkened lash line. So I line the bottom, and then you're just going to go in and just push it into the so that's Braziliant wet. And Braziliant is it's just like eggplant. It's matte, but it's still got a nice sheen to it that gives it some somewhat some dimension. Okay, and every time you use something wet, you want to go in and top it with the same product but dry. And that'll just set it and seal it better and make it a little more waterproof, especially for, so I'm just taking a little pencil brush like that, especially for weddings when you're crying and stuff and you need everything as waterproof as possible. So I just went in and just topped that wet liner with the same dry pigment. So next I'm going to take my black Makeup Forever pencil, and this is where I told you guys I was going to use the black liner, but I'm not going to use it as an eyeliner, well, as a regular eyeliner. I'm going to tight line the top of my lashes here, but I'm going to use this wiggling back and forth motion to push it up into the lash line to darken it. And you'll be able to start seeing the difference now. It just darkens that lash line to give your lashes a more deep pop. Well, I don't know if you guys can tell on this side. It lengthens them because it makes it look like they're starting farther back. So if you really don't want to wear lashes, I'm not a fan of false lashes. They bother me, they make my eyes water. So if you're comfortable with putting eyeliner up there and just getting it, you just want to get it incorporated into that lash line as much as possible. And you want to use a waterproof one. And I've been using this one. I usually use my Urban Decay 24/7 pencil, but I'm actually liking this Aqua Eyes a lot more. It's a lot less creamier than the Urban Decay, but still has a good consistency that you can get it, apply it and rub it in or smudge it in. So it's easy to work with, but it stays put better. The Urban Decay ones seem to still kind of run a little bit when it, especially in this heat. Alright, Salty Beauties, I'm back. I just went and put the finishing touches on, so yeah, all I did was go in and put some blush and some lip gloss and just did a little more contouring and highlighting around these areas. I hope you like it. Rate, subscribe, all that. If you want to see something else, this bridal look was requested by somebody, so that's why I did it. I'll be doing another one this week for the color of the week, so you guys can see that. And yeah, that's it. I hope you like it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.